Let's hit the opening intro.
Oh, yeah, hit it.
Can you feel it? Can you feel it?
Can you feel it?
Yeah, little doughboy shit.
Fuck that.
Everybody like, man, nobody don't want to see that shit. Like,
We all got it now.
Yeah, shoot, man. That's prime, man.
We all got it.
Man, that's like the trophy right there when you get a certain age, man. Shit. That's like the trophy right there. Like, yeah, you know, I did my few years, you know, eating, you know, submarine sandwiches and meatballs, pizzas,
right,
just to get this shape here. And I'm
just to get by.
Pretty much. Yeah, I just want to shout out, you know, all the Pizza Huts in the world.
Right.
You know,
all the Subways.
All the Subways, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Y'all all kept us going.
You kept us going. Anyway, we just messing around. Welcome to Try Hip Hop Podcast. This is episode 253. My man,
Kurt.
And this your boy,
Howie.
Actually, I'm the man.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
I gotta do that like my man's. I forgot who, but YouTube channel is like, I'm your man.
Yeah,
boy.
That's what I always say. I'm your man, Kurt. Yeah, man.
Yeah, so yeah.
You know, I ain't trying to, you know, act like I'm younger than I am. You know, it is what it is. So yeah, man, we appreciate y'all stopping by and checking us out. We got a lot to talk about in a little bit of time, so we ain't gonna keep y'all but so long.
Yep.
So first, let's check in. You know, how was your week this week, my man?
It wasn't too bad. I went to the dentist to get my teeth checked up. Man.
Okay.
They was like, yeah, we gonna take some shit out. I was like, God damn.
We're gonna grab the pliers, like, yeah, come here.
Yeah,
man.
we
have to yank something out.
I mean, it wasn't like now, but they was like, yes, them teeth in the back, they gotta go.
Man. I know.
You gotta come off up all that money. I'm telling you, man, this.
Yeah, man.
Getting older is expensive as shit.
Yeah, man. I know I got
man.
some that probably need to be yanked out.
I'm telling you, man, it's just like, you know, but you got to take care of yourself. I mean, because if you don't do it, nobody else ain't going to.
That's facts, man. That's facts.
Seriously. How was your week, sir?
Well, you know, didn't win the lottery, so
damn,
about the same. Didn't somebody just recently win that shit? The big one. I think somebody just won.
One in North Carolina?
I don't know.
In Florida.
Somewhere, but somebody I heard won.
Man.
I don't know if I'm right or wrong, you know, but I heard, you know. But, you know, everything's staying, you know, not no different. Just happy to be here another week. You know, work is work, you know what I mean? Dealing with the same old headaches and body aches and all of that comes with age, you know. Yep. So it is what it is. But yeah, it's been a good week so far. So, you know, I don't have anything to really complain about, you know what I mean? So I don't want to hold us on that. So let's go ahead and jump into our episode. So we lost a few people over the past couple of weeks, whatever. Well, over the past week, I should say. So there was a rapper from New York named Mr. Mac, who was part of a local group called the Bad Boys. They were kind of known around New York, but I don't think they really got national attention. But, you know, Mr. Mac just passed away. So, you know, that was definitely not the easiest to hear. But, you know, he... I want to say he was in his 60s, I believe. So, you know, at least he got there. So, you know. We also lost Arlene Sorkin, who did the voice of Harley Quinn, you know, for all the, you know, Batman and all of that, you know what I mean, cartoons and whatnot. So she was very famous for that. Harley Quinn was one of my favorite characters, too, you know, out of the DC universe.
Yeah.
Then we lost the original host of The Price is Right, Bob Barker. You know what I mean? I want to say I think he was 99. He had made it to 99, so he was almost to 100. Just like Betty White, I think she died at 99.
Yeah.
So,
but I ain't gonna lie. I thought Bob Barker was already dead. And I heard a lot of people say that. Like, wait a minute, hold on. Didn't that nigga die once?
Nope. He just left the show, you know, but, you know, you never really hear about people like him because, I mean, he was just chilling for the last few days. You know, I think he just wanted to be in solitude and not really be bothered. You know, I think he just had enough, and so that's probably why most people would assume he was dead. Because you know, we're so used to seeing people to stay relevant, they got to be on TV or social media or something, and so he was one of them. He didn't care about that. So you know, so I'm sure he was probably dealing with some health issues. You know, once you get in the 90s, you know, you can't help but have some issues. So, but rest in peace to him. We also had some mass shootings, man. We had a mass shooting out in Jacksonville, Florida, where we lost some people. And then we had a recent shooting here in North Carolina at UNC Chapel Hill. I believe only one person was killed in that one. I forget his name, but yeah, only one person died from that one. So yeah, man, a lot of people, you know, dealing with that. I mean, I'm sure that was scary because all the people at the school, you know, they were showing footage where students was texting their family, telling them what was going on, and families panicking. So, you know, I wouldn't want to be in that situation, man. That would be tough because it's like I'm trying to go down to the school. And, you know, I'm messing around to get myself killed because I'm like, I'm trying to get in there. I need my kid out of there. So anyway, but yeah, let's go ahead and give them all a rest.
Oh, I forgot.
Did we forget somebody?
Tony.
Terry
Funk.
Funk. Yes, the iconic wrestler, the OG, and the younger wrestler.
Bray Wyatt.
Bray Wyatt? Is it Bray or Ray?
Bray.
Bray Wyatt, my bad. So yeah, those two wrestlers also passed away. Terry Funk was legendary, man. He was from back in like the 80s. Bray, you know, he was more of an up-and-coming wrestler, but yeah, they both passed away, so rest in peace to them. And, you know, we send our thoughts and good wishes to the families of those who, you know, have to endure that. So yeah, let's give them all a moment of silence just to pay our respects. All right, thank y'all for doing that with us. We appreciate that. All right, so hold on, let me just make a quick note here before I forget. All right, so we can go ahead and move on to some birthdays. You know what I mean? Definitely got some of those to talk about.
Yep.
So I only got a few. So back on August 28th, we had Gangsta Nip, you know what I mean, out of Houston. One of the OGs, you know, been rapping for a minute. August 30th, which is, isn't that today?
Yes,
yeah. Today we got my man Mano, representing New York, out of Brooklyn. Happy birthday to him. Tomorrow we got my man Joe Budden. Happy birthday to him. That's on the 31st. Coming up on September 2nd, we got Canary Diamonds. Happy birthday to her. On September 3rd, we got two. We got my man BG from the Hot Boys, and we got my man DJ Envy. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so, yeah, man. Yes, sir.
Yeah, BG was my favorite, dude.
Yeah, man. He was doing his thing. He had a golden voice, man, for that. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, so happy birthday to all of them. Let's give them some cheers.
Hold on, you got one birthday.
Did I forget one? Oh, my bad. Who I forgot?
Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson had a birthday.
Oh, shit, the 29th.
Yeah.
Right.
We got to talk about Michael, man.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Shit,
let me make
shit, Michael, motherfuckers wouldn't have a job.
Right. You're right about that, man.
Shit.
Yeah, I didn't have him on my list. So yeah, my bad about that.
It's all good, man. Shit happens, man. But yeah.
But I'm mad at myself because I'm a big Mike fan, man. I even used to have a website dedicated to him. You know what I mean? So yeah, I should be ashamed because I usually remember his birthday. So
yeah, man.
I think things have just been kind of a blur lately.
Yeah, that
weeks are just flying by, and
and then the fact that they're trying to damn take money from him, like them motherfuckers. They wait 10 years. Then they trying to get him again. I'm like, man, the mother gone.
Right. I mean, like, it's crazy.
Then nobody trying to put people, we gonna get this nigga. You can get this.
Yeah, man.
With the little dance joint. I'm like, man, look, the man made The man made beat. The man made, you know.
Billie Jean.
Yeah, I'm saying the man made ABC.
You know, the man made Thriller.
Leave him alone.
Leave him alone.
Leave him
man.
alone.
He even made a song called "Leave Me Alone." You know what I mean? That was my joint too.
Leave me alone. All right, I'm sorry. That's enough. That's all you get to do.
Nah, man, you sound just like him, man. You should get a recording
No.
contract.
No.
But that is it for the
No.
birthday, so I'll give him one more cheer. And one more round of applause.
Sorry about that, yeah.
No, you good, man.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm mad at myself for forgetting that one. So I'm glad you brought it up. But so when I go look for birthdays, I go specifically to the site that, you know, talks about hip hop birthdays.
Yeah,
so I
yeah.
didn't even think about it. I think that's what made me forget about it. But anyway, I guess we can jump into our question of the day.
Good question.
Yeah, man. This one, I did a lyrical breakdown, which is now available on YouTube.
On YouTube.
So go check that out.
Check it
But
out.
basically, for hip hop, this is the 50th anniversary for hip hop, and I wanted to, me and my nephew talk a lot about this. Who really won the battle from House Party 1? Was it Kid or was it Play when they battled each other? Popular consensus based on when the movie came out was that Kid won the battle. But over the years, you know, I've always felt like, I think Play won the battle. So I decided to do a scoring system just to kind of be fair and put it out there in a lyrical breakdown where I broke down each of their verses and bars and all that and scored them. Now, based on my scoring system, Play still won. You know what I mean? So I still feel like I'm right, that Play won. But I want y'all opinion too. So put your comments here on this video about who you think really won based on just pure lyricism. And go see the lyrical breakdown on YouTube and let us know
Check it out.
what you think. Have you ever had a difference of opinion on that?
I didn't really look at it as a battle per se, because I always looked at them as a group. Just me personally, it was scripted for like Kid to win, but I just always thought, oh, it's just, you know.
Yeah,
It wasn't like it's not a real battle. You know what I'm saying? I didn't look at it.
Yeah.
I didn't look at it like that. Like I didn't look at it like Cool J and like Kumo D. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I mean,
it's-
it was a scripted battle, but it was still a battle.
I get what you're saying.
I still kind of, it always fascinated me because even back when the movie came out, I was like, Play had better bars though.
Oh, facts. Like when it came, it's gonna be me or race ahead.
Exactly. He was going for the gut. He was going for the jugular. He was going for the everything, man. So he was throwing out them haymakers. So, but y'all let us know what y'all think in the comments. You know what I mean? Who really won that battle? You know what I mean? Just for fun. I want to hear some opinions on that, whether you post it here or on the lyrical breakdown video. All right, so let's see. As far as we can jump into some new music, but I don't have really much. I only got one. My man DJ Muggs just released his new album called Soul Assassins 3.
Attention!
Yes, sir, man. DJ Muggs is that dude. Y'all better go check him out, man. It's called Soul Assassins 3 Death Valley. So yeah, that should let you know right there. He trying to murder this shit. You know what I mean?
Like that album is like, now my thing of it is you kind of have to be a purist to really enjoy it, because I don't think, but they do have like some of the cats in there with new styles. One thing I like about it is like some of the people that were matched up on it. It's like, man, I wouldn't expect, certain artists to work with certain artists.
Yeah.
I think that's the cool thing. Like if this was done back in the day and this happened, this would have been talk of the town.
Absolutely,
For
man.
real.
Much agreed. So yeah, man. Definitely. Hope y'all go check that out and support that. You can actually hear the album on YouTube. You know what I mean? It's streaming there for free, and I'm sure you can hear it on places like Spotify and all that. So support artists like DJ Muggs, man, because that dude is incredible. He don't get enough shine like he should.
He don't.
Yeah, I heard a few of the joints, man, and I love them. So, And Muggs, man, with those beats, man, listen. I mean, he's made some of the most iconic beats over the years, man. Cypress Hill. I mean, that y'all need to go back and check out a lot of Cypress Hill's work, man, because any of them beats where you be like, oh, this is dope, he made them. You know what I mean? He made them. So, yeah. And a bunch of other artists, too, so. But anyway, so yeah, that was all I had for music. I'm sure there's other stuff out there, but that was the only one that I found on my radar. So if y'all heard about any good, just raw, uncut hip-hop music, you know what I mean? Just, put it in the comments, let us know so we can, go check it out as well. All right, so I guess we can jump into some topics. Got a few here. First, I want to just announce that there is a new hip-hop docu-series called Hip Hop Treasures.
Okay.
It's on A&E, which is a pretty good channel for documentaries. They do a lot of hip-hop documentaries, I've noticed, over the past few years. So, what this show is about is it's about people in hip-hop searching for hip-hop memorabilia to put in the new hip-hop museum that's going to be in New York. So, they already have a small location, but they're still working on the bigger location as well. But yeah, they've only done 2 episodes so far. The first episode is the only one I watched. It was focused on Ice-T and focused on Coolio. And this is probably the last interview Coolio did before he passed away. Because it ain't even been a full year since Coolio passed away. He passed away last September 22nd, I think it was.
Yeah.
So rest in peace to him. But he gave away one of his first bikes. He had one of those. You know how they trick the bikes out in L.A. With the kind of make it gangster. You know what I mean? He had like this dope velvet seat on it.
Oh, nice.
And I mean, it was dope, man. If you ever seen, how they trick the bikes out in L.A. In California, period. He said he was trying to hold on to it for one of his kids or grandkids, but they was like, yo, let us have it for the museum, man. And he gave in. He was like, all right, I'm going to let y'all have it. And he gave away a plaque, picture off the wall from like him in the early days. And then Ice-T gave his original Rhyme Syndicate, not Rhyme Syndicate, was it Rhyme Syndicate? Yeah, Rhyme Syndicate. It was Rhyme Syndicate, his jacket from that he wore, because he was part of the Zulu Nation, and so he was talking about that. And he was talking about all the artists that he worked with, like Everlast and the House of Pain, and how they were part of the extended Zulu Nation as well. I didn't even realize that, you know what I mean? He said anybody that was under Rhyme Syndicate was part of the Zulu Nation, and that Rhyme Syndicate was their way of trying to bridge the gap between the East and the West Coast. So, yeah.
So Ice-T and Everlast was in that's right, in the same. Okay, now that makes sense that Eminem reference. I went to get shit. I was into it. Like, Rhyme Syndicate.
Yeah, that's because Ice-T bought Everlast out. When Everlast first came out, he had a little bit of a different image. And he was going under the Rhyme Syndicate label, and he had a song. I think his first song was called Syndication, and I remember liking it. It wasn't as hardcore, but it was still pretty dope. And then after that, that's when he changed it and went to the House of Pain, and they did the Irish concept. So that was pretty dope.
In effect.
Yeah, man.
House of Pain was dope though, man.
Yeah, I got that first album.
Yeah, shoot.
Yeah, man. I liked House of Pain.
Yeah.
And then after House of Pain, he just went into just being Everlast, and now he's doing like country music and shit like that.
Country rap.
Country rap, yeah, I guess.
Country rap, wrestling records. Good. I'm sorry. Nah, I thought the shit on Everlast.
Yeah.
Nah, Everlast had they did one album. Him and Jack Sicken did an album for free a couple years ago. Okay. And I forgot the DJ they had, but man, listen,
that's dope.
They got some shit.
Hey, that's what's up, man. I'm glad he did that, man. It's a lot of artists that aren't willing to do a free album like that. So it was nice of him to do that. But yeah, so that's a pretty good show. Y'all should really check it out. Like I said, it's called Hip Hop Treasures, and it's on A&E. If you have A&E, you can probably go back on demand and watch it. They've done 2 episodes so far. I forgot who's in the second episode, but I've only watched the first one because I have them recording every week. So I'm gonna go back and watch the second one probably tonight or tomorrow. But yeah. Anyway, you haven't seen any of it, have you?
Nah, man, listen, I don't. Like I said, man, I gotta, find a way
Yeah.
to steal some. Get some. To acquire some cable to see the programs that I need to see. Acquire.
Brothers and sisters, we're gonna acquire the cable.
Yeah, you acquire the cable to these .org organizations.
By any means necessary.
My favorite organization, the Five Finger Discount.
Yes, sir. So yeah, and while we talking, don't forget, please hit the buttons. Like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. Brothers and sisters, we need your support. Allocated
so
funds.
We get the
motherfucking school.
Yeah, that's right. Motherfucking school.
Yeah, man. All we got is the brick wall so far.
That's it.
So, but yeah, man. So, let's move on. What do you want to talk about next?
Let's see here. Let's go ahead. Let's salute. Go ahead and salute Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
Yes, sir.
60 years on the March of Washington.
60 years, man, since the March of Washington. Yeah, man. And, they've done a few things since then. I know Farrakhan led like a march, a few times.
Yeah.
So he did his march too, which was dope. But yeah, man, it's sad that, not that much has changed.
Nah.
But,
Matter of fact, one could argue it's kind of getting worse.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because,
the devil just put on a different costume, you know what I mean? So,
man, let me tell you.
Yeah, man.
And them be the ones and the devil be like the people that you think that's supposed to be there to help you.
Mm-hmm.
Crap, excuse me. Fuck, I don't know how the fuck that got out.
Allergies. But yeah, it was a historic thing, you know what I mean? They definitely, on the original march, I'm sure they had more than 1 million people out there, because that thing you couldn't, it was people as far as you could see.
Oh, you talking about
the Martin Luther King March. I'm saying it was probably more than 1 million at that time, right?
Let me tell you something, man. They probably, I'll say it like this. I don't know if we'd be able, I think that's the thing that's kind of sad about that. It's like the march, that's kind of like our go-to blueprint, if you will. It's like, oh yeah, come out here and stand out here with us. But one thing I will say, I think once, people get fed up with the way shit is going, and everybody, not just black people, but everybody galvanized, then that's when the threat, that's when we're gonna become a threat.
Exactly. Exactly.
But yeah, it's looking, but like right now, man, it's just looking crazy. It's just looking crazy. Oh, this is just hearsay, just to to go, since we're going to talk about some other stuff, especially with the, we'll probably talk, we'll talk about the Jacksonville shooting.
Yeah.
But from what I heard, and I have to be for sure on this, Saudi Arabia just joined BRICS.
Word?
That's not good.
Wow.
That is not good.
Wow.
Like if we hear it, yeah, that's not good.
Yeah, man, that's crazy, man.
Yeah.
BRICS is getting a little too big for their britches.
Nah, man.
So yeah, we'll see, man. I don't know. I haven't heard anything official about that, but if it is, I'm sure we'll hear about it soon enough, man. Because yeah. But yeah, man. So that historic march on Washington, man. It's weird, man, to know that it's been 60 years since then. I'm glad they were able to do that back then. We need more stuff like that now because the world is just getting out of hand, man. I mean, especially here in the West, you know what I mean? Our culture is going down in the toilet, you know what I mean? So